everyone, and welcome to my review for Chucky, episode 6. This one was titled Cape Queer, which is a play on the name of the Martin Scorsese movie, which actually is featured in the episode, which is pretty funny. And I am pleased to report that this episode was, yet again, the best episode so far. I liked it more than last week, which I considered the best one, and now, man, this series is just getting better and better, if you ask me. This episode had a lot of shocking moments in it. And I only have one complaint, but it's not really a complaint if you really think about it. I wanted to see more Andy and Kyle. What we got was amazing, but I really wanted more, especially waiting 6 weeks. But I understand they're building that up for the last 2 episodes. So, but I would have liked to see a little more, but it's okay. Man, this was chock full of shock moments and just so. We had 2 pretty big deaths here. Devin's mom died at the end, which I wasn't expecting that at all. I thought she'd make it at least to the finale because she's the lead detective character. So that really surprised me, and I'm happy that we got to see final scene with her and her son where she actually was happy for him and all that. So that was good. And then Aunt Bree gets pushed out a window, which was insane. I was not seeing that coming either. I was thinking. Possibly the whole cancer thing, maybe there was more to her character that we didn't know about or something, but it turns out that was it. I was thinking maybe she could have been Tiffany's sister or something, you never you know what I mean. But it turns out it was just her. Aunt Bree, that's it. It wasn't. So I feel so bad for Junior right now. This episode really made me feel really bad for him. He's been going through so much. Man, I feel like he might snap at some point, honestly. First, all this stuff with, his uncle died and his housekeeper died, and then, Lexi broke up with him, and then, he broke up with Lexi because she was, she was a bad girlfriend anyway, but, and then now his mom's dead, so it's and I doubt, his dad is gonna be, in the best mood. So yeah, this is just crazy. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's going on with Tiffany and Nika. Now I think we got some answers as to what's going on with their plan. So Tiffany bought Chucky's childhood home, which is interesting because apparently it's been abandoned ever since. I'm surprised it's been there that long. It's 30 plus years just sitting abandoned. But yeah, I guess the plan was for them to move into the house and live there. So that's why they came back to Hackensack. But I don't know what she's trying to do with Nika. She left her tied up in there. So that's really interesting. I don't know what the whole deal is there. But Tiffany was really good in this episode, and I really loved the flashback. That flashback was awesome. It felt a lot better than last week's flashback in terms of the voiceover and all that stuff. And it was less over the top too, which I appreciated. But yeah, it was probably my favorite flashback so far, to be honest. It was really well done. And yeah, again, Fiona Dorff played, young Chucky, which was really funny. I assume they're going to do, if I had to predict, so if you remember in Bride of Chucky, he explains how, when he left, the last time he saw Tiffany, he left her a ring that belonged to this woman he drowned or whatever. So we might see that at some point where he finally, when they last see each other before he ends up becoming a doll and all that. I'm assuming that's probably the last flashback we'll see. So maybe in the finale we'll see that. Because every episode has had a flashback, so I assume, but yeah, this show is it's the opening scene with Andy and Kyle was easily my favorite part. I love the way it was shot, the whole way it played out. It was awesome. They're Chucky Terminators, basically. Just going around killing Chuckies. And I like, too, they were we're doing the consensus. Because this takes place in November, so it makes sense. Yeah, it's just really cool. And they actually did, that reminds me, too, they did a reference to Halloween Kills, because obviously Universal, same company, which was funny. So anyone who was hoping for, a Michael Myers and Chucky crossover, I don't think it's going to happen, because in this universe, Halloween's a series, which was really funny. A movie like that wouldn't work anyways, but, yeah, it's just really cool that they threw in that reference. And then, of course, Cape Fear, you actually see clips from the movie. And I've personally actually never seen Cape Fear. It's one of the, you know, bigger Scorsese movies I've never seen, and I really want to see it. I've never seen it. So at some point I'll get around to that. But yeah, I really loved this episode. It's a 10 out of 10 for sure. 2 episodes left. I don't know what's gonna happen. I feel like Nika is gonna. I don't know if she's gonna have a happy ending, but I feel like she'll overcome the Chucky curse and she'll fight back somehow. And yeah, and I was thinking too, maybe at the end of the episode, Chucky and Kyle, or not Chucky and Kyle, Andy and Kyle would show up at the house because, you know, he's like, text me the address, you know, we're on our way. But they were in like a totally different state. So like they were in Virginia, I think, and then, you know. But yeah, I just I just love what they're doing. It's really cool, and I don't know what's gonna happen. Man, it's if anybody has any theories, let me know in the comments. And the Chucky shirt of the week, by the way, I got this one at Halloween Horror Nights. It's got Chucky, Frankenstein, and Jack the Clown on it. I love this shirt. But yeah, I don't know if I have anything else to mention. I don't think I'm forgetting anything really. In terms of like, it was interesting too that the teacher got arrested for the killings. I mean, I guess it makes sense. They needed to pin it on somebody, but like they announced it on like the radio and all that stuff without any like concrete evidence. You know, like I don't know. So that's interesting. I don't know what's gonna happen to her now. And I'm also wondering. This is like a wild theory I'm having. Could that teacher possibly be Glenda, like the human Glenda? I don't think like in terms of timeline, I don't think it adds up though, because she seems to be too old for that. Because if Seed of Chucky took place in 2004, you know, it's only 17 years ago, so you know, that doesn't add up unless somehow she aged faster. I don't know, because the detective mentions like, ooh, your juvenile background, you've had a bad history. So I actually was wondering that for a while. I was like, maybe that redhead teacher could be Glenda. I don't know, but I don't think it adds up. I mean, never say never. So yeah, I don't know, but we'll just have to see what's happening, man. Like I'm just, you know, I still have a lot of questions in terms of like the whole Chucky and Tiffany situation. But yeah, this is just wild. 2 big deaths in this one. There was also the kill in the flashback where the guy got his throat slit. And I think that was it. I think there was only 3 kills this episode. But, yeah, just so good. Yeah, so let me know your theories in the comments and what you thought of the episode and all that. And, yeah, tomorrow night I will be reviewing Ghostbusters Afterlife after I see it. And I'm so excited for that. But, yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching this one, and have a good one. Bye-bye.